always tell the new agent, like every time we hire somebody, we told them if you make at least 3 hours of talk time a day, or you make 100 calls for that day, and by Friday, that's 15 hours of talk time, by 500 dial. If you don't get $500 paycheck, we will write you a paycheck. We will give you $500. It's because we know for a fact that the system that we have, it works. Because if you come, you dial, you talk to the people, you gotta show them love. It's time that I pick up the phone and call somebody, they pick up the phone, automatically they start crying. So at that point, I can either way hang up the phone, or I can like, what's wrong? Forget I'm calling you about insurance, because the people we talk to, they need a friend, they need somebody to talk to. You have to understand that. You have to put yourself in their shoes, even though you call them for 777. The people you call them, a lot of time you get a phone call, you don't know who the person is. You're not gonna answer the phone. Like for me personally, I call every number twice. Every time I dial a number, I call them, they don't answer, I call them again, because if they're in the bathroom, if they're in the shower, they come back, the phone stop ringing, they're not gonna call you back if they don't know the number. But if you call them back, you give them a chance, they can actually pick up the phone and talk to you. So I remember I got a quick story. I called this guy. The first time I called him, we had a great conversation. And then the next time he said, call me back, I want the policy. When I called him back the next day, he started cursing at me, he started calling me out of name. I'm like, man, hold on. I'm like, that's not you. I'm like, the last time we spoke, we had a great conversation. Now you cursing me out. I'm like, man, what's going on? He like, man, I'm stressed, my wife. He say, I'm here in Vero Beach. You know, I'm on the phone. He from New Jersey. The last time I spoke with him, he was in New Jersey. He said, I'm in Vero Beach. I'm like, okay, I'm in Vero Beach. Why don't we meet? And I'm like, and he said, okay, meet me tomorrow. I went the next day, met him in the hotel room. I sold him a policy. So if when he was cursing at me, going off at me, I was like, you can take this personal. Because this is how we make our money. We make our money by, if you guys in the field, set up your appointments. If you're on the phone, you make your money by closing the deal over the phone. I done had people call me the N-word. I've been had people say, you have an accent, I don't want to talk to you. I'm like, well, I'll tell you this story. I had this lady I was talking to. She like, are you black or you white? I'm like, I'm black, but my manager white. So I grabbed Karen, Karen and my team, right? So I grabbed Karen, I put Karen on the phone, and Karen closed the deal for me. So you cannot take this personal, because I even pick up, I never throw away a lead. Never, my whole entire career with SLS. I never throw away a lead, I never cut the lead, nothing. I probably have more leads than everybody that work in this company. I mean, I do, because I have stocks of leads. James had to come in. James said, man, we have to get rid of the stuff in the office, bro. Because I pick up leads in the trash. People take a lead, they just put it on the trash. James, tell me if I'm lying. Pick up the lead, dial it, sell the person they throw in the trash. And then we even went and looked to see how many people that done spoke with that person that didn't close them. So, I mean, it's consistency. It's just, you have to understand the people you're talking to, because they're people like us, they got problems, they're going through things too. You have to put your feet on their shoes and see what they're going through. That's how, because those people need a friend. Like in the morning call, we're like, well, why not me, why not now? Let's go make a friend today. Because you have to put your feet on their shoes, get to know them, show them with love, because when you pick up the phone, you dial, they can hear the frustration on your voice. Like, no matter what I got going, I lost my sister February the 23rd. She died with cancer. So young, you know, like every day I go to work, no matter what I got going on, I'm take it, put it right in front of the door. I go in, because I got my team now. They're depending on me. You know, I want to make sure they make money. I got people, I'm like, yo, come to SLS, we will make sure you make money. Same thing I told Ronald. I met him on Instagram. right? When I spoke with you, I'm like, yo, come in, we will make sure you make money. It's our job to make sure that we help them so they can make money too, because when they come in the business, they don't know what they're doing yet. Some people already have their license, but some people don't have their license yet. When they come in, we have to help them. If we have to give them, like I got 4 new people in the next 2 weeks. Every single one of them make a deal. Why? Because I stay there 12 hours, 13 hours. It's day I left my house, 8 o'clock. I don't go back home till like 11 o'clock at night. I'll be on Instagram recording it, man. I'm the last person here. I'm just not leaving. You know, I give them deals. Because when they come in, you give them a sale. I have a new agent. I give her a $89 deal. I'm like, hey, come here. I'm closing this deal. It's yours. She said, you serious? She said, yeah. I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, thank you so much. Give her the whole deal. Because when you give it to her, she get that paycheck. It make her feel good. Like, okay, this working out. Because somebody come in, they dial, and they go home, they didn't make a sale. Now they come in the next day, same thing. By Friday, they got to get something. You know, that you encourage them by helping them. So being consistent, if you dialing, people calling you, hey, I'm at work. I got my homeboy call me, yo, where you at? I'm at work. What's up? Because I know we 1099, we can do whatever we want to do, but I'm dialing. It's like a real 95 for me, because when I'm dialing. I'm working, I'm at work. I'll call you back when I get off. That's why when I'm working in the house, I'm on the phone. That's when I got time to call people. And my wife don't like that. She's like, you just got home. You don't need to be on the phone. But that's when the time I got to talk to people, because when I'm working, I don't have time to be on the phone with anybody, because I'm grinding, I'm working, I'm putting the work in. So being consistent, I'm going to say that is one of the power of 3 hours is very important. I mean, to give the 3 hours at least. I mean, the minimum is 3 hours, because if you give that 3 hours on the phone, if they say they're not interested, I talk to people that hung up the phone on me. I call them right back. Hey, I'm sorry, the call dropped. I know they hung up. They know I hung up on you, you know? But just being consistent, and, I mean, it's like Henry said, I'm going to close with this. Like Henry said one time he came to Vero, he said, listen, it's like I dig a hole, right? Right in front of you, I put $3,000 in there. And I said, Ronald, all you have to do, and he take all the dirt, he cover it with the 3,000, right? He said, all you have to do, dig all the dirt back and try to get the money. You can make 1 dig, 2, 3, you get the money, or you can dig 10 times, get the money. It's there. I watch him put it there. It's like an example. So when you dialing, the dollar is in the dial. The more you dial, the more no you get, the closer you are to a yes. Thank you.